right here.
Dang, move. Oh, this would screw me up so much. Rip, 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 rip. Alright, I'm gonna move my emote button.
Hold on, I won't go back.
What button am I pushing? Alright, I got it now. Watch this. Rip. Alright, let's do it.
Okay, at 25. My ear, no. I can't run. Oh my god. Let me run. I can't even walk. What the heck?
Oh my god, I'm so happy how good I'm doing right now. Look at me, do you see this? Look at my build, oh my god.
Okay, now I'm good.
I should get Tom in here and build battle him, right?
Yeah.
You know what he's gonna say, right? Get off the
Get on your
controller.
console. Yeah, get off your controller. Dude, I changed that. What do you mean, dude?
Put everything to default. I'll switch everything. I'll tell you what to put, alright?
No, I already got what I'm doing. Good.
Alright. Because basically, if I use these forever, I'm gonna get so used to them.
I'm still not gonna have a D, so, or an S. That's the only way my hands can get used to. Cause I already really good at that one. Alright, right here. Right here. Oh, Logan's joined. Let's let me one right here, bro.
I'm just gonna, oh, I failed. Alright, I'm coming. Where'd you at?
I'm right here.
Yeah, the only problem I have is switching my weapons.
Okay. By the tree. That big tree by, that house.
Big tree by the house. Oh, I know you're at. Alright. Big tree by house. I'm still confused where I go to basketball court. Assassin's Creed. No.
You here?
Yeah, what's Tommy's number?
You want me to FaceTime?
It's 815 9 something, right? 9 something something.
Let me see. It's 815. Oh wait, we should not say that on stream.
Oh yeah, true that.
It
Text it to me.
is.
Mom.
Oh, hold on. Hello?
Hi. I was wondering if you were going to be awake.
Yeah, for some reason I woke up early and I went to bed at 5.
Oh, well, that's because you went to bed at 5. Like, 5 in the evening?
No, in the morning.
Oh. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I was calling to see what you were doing.
I'm actually playing FORTNiTE right now.
Is that what you're going to be doing for the rest of the day and tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, because we're going to have Kylie come over and spend the night, and we were thinking about doing pumpkins, and I wondered if that was something that would appeal to you.
What time?
I don't know why.
I was just wondering.
Because I would have to obviously come and get you and bring you back here.
Yeah, I know.
Look at me, boy.
And I'm not looking to do that drive again the same day. Like, I'm not going to bring you here to do pumpkins and then take you right back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So, did you get my my text message yesterday? I had to change my password because I couldn't remember what I changed it to the last time.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I try to always keep it your name and your birthday or your birth year so that you can remember what it is too.
Alright, I don't really need it that much no more though.
Well, I know that when you do have to like reset your thing or something happens, you need to be able to know what it is and get into it.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to keep it your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So anyway, because I know you don't look at your text messages or any messages for that matter very often. So I just wanted to make sure you had that. And ask you about the whole pumpkin carving thing, because...
Yeah.
So, it's either yes or no. Because I'm the one going out of my way to drive.
Probably no.
Yeah, I figured as much.
But to be honest, next
Mhm.
Friday, if you were to pick me up right after school, you could take me down there.
I'll think about it. I don't know what's going on.
Alright, because next week, I'm actually, like, willing to do anything.
Yeah. Well, you're not fucking doing anything now.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
I'm being a pro right now.
Yeah, whatever.
Say you're
Whatever.
playing in tournaments. Say you're playing
Unless
in
you're getting
tournaments.
paid.
Kinda.
No, you're
Say you're
not.
playing in tournaments.
Playing in
Say you're
tournaments.
Yeah, and what do you get paid?
Like,
Tell me.
Say $2,000.
Game stuff, not real life stuff, right?
yeah, but then you can sell your game stuff for real stuff.
You're a booby. You're gonna be one of those geeky nerds living in somebody's basement gaming your life away.
Probably. No.
So, anyway. So, how you liking this whole, we're not gonna have a fall straight into winter stuff? It snowed yesterday
Really?
for a while, and nothing stuck, but it was snowing.
And it was like 82 like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Mhm. And it doesn't really look like it's gonna be warmer than like in the 50s for a while. So yeah, I don't know if it's ever gonna be 70 degrees again. So I think we skipped the whole fall season.
Yeah, I think we did too.
Oh my gosh. So, anyway, that's
Instead of playing with my controller, I'm playing with a keyboard now.
what?
So instead of playing with my controller, I'm playing with a keyboard now for my game.
Why is that?
To try to giggle with a keyboard. And destroy
Why,
Ninja.
did you break your freaking controller or?
Oh no, I still have to have my controller to use it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's only for like
So
certain
you
games.
really are turning into a gaming geek.
Maybe.
Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. I don't like this cold. You know what I found out? That since I'm like old and getting decrepit, that the cold weather, it's weird that it's not hurting my back or my shoulder that's broken. It's hurting my hands. The cold is hurting my hands.
That's old people stuff right there.
I know. It's ridiculous. Your mom's getting old, Caden.
Ah!
Getting old. Well, you know about all that old parent stuff because your dad's ancient.
Yeah, but for some reason he's like, he barely has any teeth pain. Like,
Which is weird because he doesn't. No, it's my son.
brushed his teeth for like 4.5 years.
Right? That's gross. I don't understand how he has the teeth he has in his head.
For real.
That's why I worry about your teeth, dude. And all the candy and crap you eat.
Mom, I brush my
You're just
teeth.
rotting your teeth, though.
Not really.
What is going on here? Did you do that, or did your mom do that? Why did you do that?
Aw. Hudson, guess what?
Hmm?
I just pushed the dance button and killed myself.
Nice.
How?
It wouldn't let me move.
How'd you kill yourself?
Dallas, you're not a cat.
I would have died.
Are you at Pleasant? Go to Pleasant.
Animals. Oh my god.
I pushed it again.
Dallas!
What is V? Oh, that is the button.
Alright then. Well. So I
Nailed
have
it.
something serious to talk to you about.
Alright.
I have an opportunity to do, remember I was talking to you about the animal vet stuff?
Yeah.
I have an opportunity to do that schooling I was talking about, and somebody's going to pay for it for me.
Who's
But
gonna?
guess what?
Who's gonna pay for it?
Guess.
Her?
Nope.
Them?
You know how I told you that since I started this new job, I wasn't going to get paid right away, and so they shut my car off?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, Mike paid for it.
Well,
Because
he wants you
called
back.
Huh? Well, of course he does, but the thing is, he knew that it was his fault that I was going through this, and they kept calling him because they never read their stuff in the account stuff that I'd already made arrangements for them to take care of it when I got paid, but they still, for some reason, constantly call you to remind you, well, you haven't made a payment, blah, 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 blah. So they kept calling him, too. And so he called me, and he's like, I'm sick of them calling. He's like, I know it's my fault, and you're going through this because of me. So he actually paid for it. So my car is working. And he got a letter from the lady that I was talking to about the school. And I think this is his way of trying to get me into his good graces again. Or get him into my good graces again. Because he said he would pay for it.
I'm telling you right now, Mom, if you go back to him, you're no longer my mom.
Well, I'm not your mom anyway. You never call me.
Hey, you're still my mom, but like,
plans.
if you go back to him for like the 5th time.
Huh?
So if you go back to him again.
I know, but do you... Seriously, this is why I'm talking to you about this.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you think that I should give up the opportunity to have somebody pay for schooling for something that I've always wanted to do? What do you think about that?
Oh, so you're thinking about going back to him.
Well, I'm thinking about it from the whole school aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, if he starts paying for your stuff again, you guys are going to start talking again, and then bam, back to Texas.
Yeah, I know, because that's why I was, like, it's a battle inside of my head right now.
Yeah.
Because, well, it's actually in Texas, this program. Because they go through the veterinary clinics that are in the Austin area. And even a couple of them in the Round Rock area. That's why it's a battle in my head.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm, like, totally stressed out and totally, like, freaking out about that.
Oh.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's, like, the freaking biggest freaking thing ever for that. Because I've always wanted to do it. So... I'm stressed out, Caden. I'm stressed out.
Yeah.
And I've had a headache for days because of this weather, my sinuses, so I'm especially stressed out because it won't go away. So if I did take that opportunity and I did go so that I could do the schooling and work as a veterinary technician, how would you feel about that? Seriously.
To be honest, I wouldn't even... it'd probably be even worse than me talking to you right now, and you know how bad that is.
Well, dude, I lived in Rockford and saw you a couple of times, and then the week only because there was nobody else to watch you. I lived here and never saw you.
Yeah, you did. You see me a lot.
Hardly. I'm just saying, like, it was even tough to get you to freaking conversate with me when I was there. And here, it's no different in Sterling. Because you have to understand that I am always the one that has to do the driving. And for some reason, those people that wanted you to stay there and live with you can't take care of shit that needs to be taken care of. And I'm over an hour away, and I'm the one that has to drive up there to take care of it. I don't understand that. And to be perfectly honest, you only call me when you're bored or when they're not doing what you want them to do right when you want them to do it. And I feel like I'm just being used at your convenience. Because I'm always the one that has to call you to even talk to you.
Yeah.
So I told your dad, like, I'm tired of breaking my own heart and being disappointed by you, and it's killing me, and it hurts me. And I'm like, I give up. Because I told him, I'm like, I don't feel like his mother anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do with all of that. And I know, and I have to tell myself that you're at that age, you're a freaking teenager, and you only care about what you care about. Everyone else be damned. Because that's what every teenager does. Especially if they're a gamer like you are. But I just, when we make plans and you break plans because all you want to do is sit on your ass and play games 24/7, that's very inconsiderate and selfish. And you're going to do this, I'm sure, until you're like 18 years old. Especially because you're a boy and you're a gamer.
Yeah, most likely until I'm 18.
There's no most likely. That is just the way it's going to be. I know this. Jennifer went through the same thing with her boys. Same age. Once you freaking hit 13, 14, they don't give a crap about nobody else. And that's exactly what I'm going through with you right now. I could live next door to you. And still probably never see you because you're going to be sitting in front of that TV with a game on.
I doubt if you live next door to me.
Well, and you already told me yourself that you're never going to freaking move away from those people.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No matter where I'm at.
When I get older, I'm probably going to move.
Hmm?
So when I get older, I'm probably going to move.
Okay, so I'm supposed to, like, put my life on hold and wait for that to happen? Like, for you to realize the certain things? I don't know if I can do it. I'm 42, dude. I'm getting old. You hear me talking about my body is, like, falling apart. I'm getting old. I can't, like, constantly keep putting my life on hold waiting for people.
Yeah. All right, well.
So, and I knew you weren't going to come here for me to have this conversation face to face, so I figured I might as well do it right now and tell you what's going on and see how you feel about it. Because I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to try to make myself happy and do what that I want to do, or am I supposed to wait around and make everybody else happy?
Do whatever you want.
Do you see my dilemma?
Yeah.
No.
So, I mean, can you try to, like, put yourself in my shoes and see how you would feel about it, and what would you do?
I'll try.
Well, let me think about it.
I'm thinking.
I feel weird talking to you because I don't think you know how to have a serious conversation with people.
Not all the time, I know how.
Hmm?
Most of the time. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Sometimes I don't take stuff serious.
Mm-hmm.
Get boxed.
So, yeah, I don't. And you're like the biggest person I, for some reason, can't get over how you would feel and how you would judge me if I did that. Well, because I'm already having a hard time with that because you never want to see me. So, you know.
Yeah. Alright, well, to be honest, if you really want to, I guess you can do it.
And?
I guess you can do it.
I know, but, like, are you going to be a little jerk about it and, like, treat me like crap because I'm finally doing what I've always wanted to do just because it happens to be where it's at and the person is paying for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, like, what if it's like a trap?
Not really, because if he's going to pay for that schooling and I'm doing the schooling, that means I am going to get the job that I've always wanted, and I will be making good money myself. You know what I mean? And plus, obviously, I wouldn't be trapped wherever, because just like this time, I had that I could just drive away.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about the way it happened last time is because it was like instant, you know what I mean, and there was nowhere to stay.
Yeah, and then like...
And I didn't have money, didn't have like a regular income at the time.
Alright, well, if he did it once, there's probably another chance he's probably gonna do it again. Or not once, like the 5th time he's done it.
No, he's never kicked me out before.
Yeah, I know, but
I've
just
always
like...
just left.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Just
Yeah.
him doing...
Yeah, I know. And well, then that's what I told him too. I'm like, we talked about all of it, and I'm like, dude, I've heard all of this crap before, and I'm like, yes, every time we've had this happen, and I went back, it was better. It was better every time. But then when you have that one incident where you're freaking drinking and acting like an ass, I'm like, that's the drinking thing that makes you into a complete horror monster. And I'm like, that's the biggest issue. And I'm like, I don't want to go through that again. And the last time, to ensure that I had my own freedom, was he bought the car. So
Yeah.
he follows through on all the promises that he makes to ensure that I have, like, my own stability. The last time it was a car. He bought me the car. This time he said he would put me on the lease, so there's no way he could kick me out. And I still have my car. And you know what I mean? So I don't know. I know he always does what he says he's gonna do, but then like, and each time he's gotten a little better with his attitude, because I'm sure you noticed that even when you were there last time before shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
And I mean, so each time he does get a little bit better. So I'm thinking that even if shit does hit the fan, it'll probably take a little bit longer, and I'll be already working and making my own money. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be able to take care of myself if anything should happen. But if I'm on the lease, he can't kick me out. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I need to talk to you about this and explain everything to you and see how you feel about it, because I don't want you to hate me. But I mean, I don't know if I can pass this opportunity up, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking to a little adult, but you're like the main person in my life and the only person I really give a shit about, so you're the person I have to talk to about this. You know?
Yeah.
Is she watching? Oh man. So you can see where I'm like, I don't know. You're the only person that is stopping me from actually just doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want, you know, you're the only, like, person I need to tell me it's okay if I wanted to do this and do what I've been wanting to do for years. It's like you're the adult and I'm the child, and I'm asking for permission, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to hate me, and I still want to talk to you if I go. Because I know no matter where I'm at, I'm the one that has to call you to hear your voice.
Not all the time, like 98% of the time.
Yeah, like 99.9% of the time.
Hey, not that bad.
And I know that when you have called me, like every blue moon on the second Tuesday of every 4th month, it's because somebody has reminded you, and I'm sure it's your dad. Well, how's your mom doing? When's the last time you talked to your mom?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Do you mean all the times?
Not all the time.
No.
Like 99% of the time.
What is it that makes you think of me that you decide to call me?
Most of the time when I'm bored or my game is downloading.
Oh, hold on a second. Jen's calling me. I don't know what she wants. Hold on.
Alright, bye.
Hello?
I can still hear you, Mom.
Hold on. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I don't know. I missed her, so I don't know. So anyway, so hearing all of that, what are your thoughts? All the thoughts. I want to hear it all.
So you can go and then run him over with your car and a couple things like that. And then you guys are even. And
What's that?
so you can go, but to get even with them, you gotta run him over a couple times with your car, and then you guys are good.
Well, I told him, I'm like, dude, if I do this and you do anything that I don't like you've done before, you won't make it, because this time you're gonna die. And then if you die and we're still married, I just collect Social Security from you. I'm like, that's just the way it's gonna go. You will go fly sailing over the freaking balcony, or I will stab you in the face. I'm like, one of us isn't gonna make it if shit hits the fan.
Yeah, I give up on keyboard. I'm just gonna stick on controller, but
Because I'm like, I told him, I'm like, I'm not gonna go through this again because I am the one that always loses.
Yeah.
And that's why he told me that he would put me on the lease, so that, you know, he's like, he's like, I never want you to leave me. I never do. Because I know he loves me in his weird, twisted way. But he has a problem when he's drinking, that he gets stuck on that one thing that pisses him off and he can't let it go. And then he hears nothing after that. You know? And so that the big thing is the drinking thing. And I'm like, and you're kind of dick. Like, your whole mentality is like, you don't give a shit about people and you have no compassion. And he's like, I've been getting better, and I can tell he has, but I know that people don't truly completely change who they've been their whole lives. But I know he tries.
Yeah.
But I told him, I'm like, I know that you don't ever want me to leave, and I know it was because you were drunk, and because the next morning, if he wouldn't have drank so much and wouldn't have still been drunk when he woke up, he would have never kicked us out. But he was still drunk and he was still pissed. And instead of sitting there and taking whatever he was going to say, I was like, fine.
Bro, why are you on
That's fine.
controller?
So, and then a couple days after he, like,
Give it up.
sobered up and realized what he did, he's like, he was instantly sorry and felt like a dumbass because now I am really gone.
Yeah?
I'm like, dude, the drinking, the fucking drink, don't you realize a pattern here? I'm like, what do you think you should do about this? And he's like, well, you know, I haven't really been drinking. I might have a couple drinks here and there, but he's like, I just don't anymore because I know that I'm stupid. I'm like, well, duh. That's why I don't understand people with addictions, especially your dad. Like, your dad's been doing this since he was 18 years old. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand why you keep doing what you've been doing and ruining your own life and ruining other people's lives over and over and over again. I will never understand addiction.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I told him, like, dude, the only way this is going to work is if you get counseling and we go to counseling together. I'm like, that's all. Because, and I told him too, I'm like, I don't even know how you're going to like that, because every therapist I've talked to and given them a little example of the scenario we've had, they tell me that if you have a mental issue and you're going to have to, you know, fix it. And I know if he's got a therapist in there with me sitting in there with him and the therapist is telling him about himself, I don't know if he's going to enjoy hearing about himself. And I'm like, I know you'll have a problem with it. But he already told me, he's like, he's talked to a couple of therapists since I've been gone and realizes that it is all on him and he's been making certain changes. Because I told him, I'm like afraid to go through the same shit again. Because I'm like, how many times do we got to fucking do this? He's like, well, I learn something new every time. I'm like, well, how many freaking times are you going to, you know, finally get a clue that you got to stop all this nonsense? I'm like, I can't do this ever again.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to watch out for my own butt and ensure that I'm okay, because I'm always the one that has to, like, lose.
It's
I'm always the one that
basically
has to
he
give
wins
shit
every
up.
time because he owns everything, if you know what I mean.
Yes. And that's why he said, well, I'll put you on the lease. You'll have a little bit more security that way if anything happens. And if I am on the lease and something happens and he gets weird, I can call the police and have him removed. Since we are both on there and he's the one being belligerent, I can have him leave.
Yeah, and then you make him leave, and then he comes back. We're getting your name off the lease. He comes back. He goes to do whatever because you've called the police, and then he comes back, and then.
Well, he needs to go until he is not drunk anymore and calms down. Because that's the whole issue. It's when he's drunk that he like starts freaking out. The alcohol does something to his brain and shuts off the smart and just dumbs up.
Yeah.
And it's like once he gets on a roll, he can't stop himself because he's totally wasted. And half the time he doesn't even remember it because he's so wasted. So, I don't know. Those are the issues I'm having. I'm going back and forth, like, afraid, like, to deal with that crap again. I know it's not going to be totally like that again, because I know he's realized certain things and certain behaviors and done a lot of things to try to stop doing that. But still. But, I mean, and then I have to, like, weigh the options here. Like, but I get to go to school and I get to do this job. So that's my security, you know what I mean? Having that job and being able to, once I get certified and finish school, I can be a vet tech anywhere. So if anything happened, I still have that. You know what I mean? I can go, like, after I'm done school and I get that certificate and I don't want to, like, live in Texas anymore, or I don't want to live in this place anymore, I can get a job at any vet clinic wherever because I have gone to school. That's why it's a big deal for me to have him help with the school. Because once I'm in school, I've got it, you know what I mean? So no matter what happens, I have stability and a good job that I can go wherever.
Alright, so basically the game plan is to use him for his money?
I'm wondering if I can do that in my conscience, and would I feel okay using him just to do that? And I think that's where I have to be in my mind right now, is, okay, since I've given up everything since I've met him and had to make sacrifices, this is his payback to me. And so if I go there with it in my mind that I'm going to let him do this for me, and if it doesn't work out, at least I got that out of him.
Yeah.
But while so that's kind of my mindset right now, but I'm like, if he's really, truly wanting to work things out, and they do work out, that's great. If he changes, and he fixes everything that's wrong with him, and we do work things out for real, I mean, that's great too, if he wants to be a normal human being. But either way, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'll get that out of him. Just like the whole car thing, I thought about, well, once he does this whole car thing and stuff, then I could just say screw it and not, do anything else and just stay here and go on with my life. But I feel a little bad about it. But it is his fault that I had to go through all this shit. But then, like, the whole school thing, he's like, I got a letter, and this lady wants to know if you still want to do this, and he's like, I'm going to pay for it. And I know he's for real about that because he even mentioned that before we left, but at that time, I was trying to work my way out anyway. That's why I was trying to get that better job, because I was planning on leaving him anyway, because he was crazy. But he had told me he wanted to do that for me before, but I didn't want him to pay for something for me, and then he would use it against me later, because that's what he was doing. Well, I paid for this, well, I paid for that, you know what I mean? I did not want to hear that, so I turned him down. So I know he will pay for it.
Yeah.
Because it's only like $3,000, like, or a little over $3,000. And you can make a down payment and then make payments.
That's still a lot of money.
It is. It really is. But that's like, that's the whole thing. And then once you get done and pass, you are certified. You have that document that you are certified. We'll see in the last half of the schooling. So the first half is online classes, homework, and work like that. The second half of the class is you actually go do an internship at a veterinary clinic in the area. And then most cases, anytime I've ever had a temporary job where they can let you go after so many days, they have wanted to keep me permanently. So I know anywhere I go, they will want to keep me. But it wouldn't even matter if they didn't, because now I have that certificate and I can go to any veterinary clinic.
So if you get fired from one, you can go to a different one, and...
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's a really big deal, and I was scared to talk to you about it because you told me I wouldn't be your mom anymore, so I was freaking out. I was scared to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't even care what anybody else thinks, because my family's always been very judgmental, and I'm like, you're the only one I care what you think, you know what I mean? I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna hate me forever. I'm like, I don't talk to him now I'm really never gonna talk to him.
That's what I was thinking as soon as you brought Mike up.
I know, that's why I was like, oh my god. But I'm like, this is an opportunity for me to get everything out of him that I absolutely need. You know?
Yeah.
And considering the fact that he just spent over $600 in one day yesterday to get my car turned back on, get the insurance going, and he sent me $300 because he knew I wasn't going to get paid from this job until the 30th of this month, I'm like, okay, so he's very serious. So when he spends, someone like Mike spends over $600 in one day, you know, I'm like, okay, so he really is serious. So yeah, I'm conflicted.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of I was afraid of how you were going to feel about it. I was afraid of walking back into the same mess, but then I'm also thinking, like, once I get into this, it won't matter because I'll be okay no matter what, and I won't have to live with him forever.
I know 100% my whole family's gonna hate you.
I don't really care about your family, I'm sorry. But
yeah,
they
I know,
treated
but...
me like shit for a long, long time. So I don't really care.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to talk to any of them. I just care about you. You're the only person that I ever want to talk to or need to talk to. Because I don't even need to talk to your dad unless it's something serious with you.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Because when I was there last time, they both treated me like shit. Your dad screamed in my face and started to kick me out every other freaking day. And, like, if he was mad about anything else, he took it out on me and, like, screamed at me like a maniac. I'm like, no. Your grandma was the same way. Making me work like a dog, paying me only $8 an hour, not giving me the opportunity to drive one of the lot cars even though I wanted to pay for it and buy it, you know, and just the way they treated me, it was ridiculous. And if I worked over the 40 hours she only wanted to pay me for, she felt like I should work for free.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't think I should ever have sleep because I had to do work for them at the car lot and on the houses, and your dad wanted me to do the work on that house. So I'm like, when am I supposed to sleep? I never had a car, so I'd have to, like, walk to the store to get food or wait for a ride to go to the store to get food. It was ridiculous. And I told them, I'm like, you guys are ridiculous, and I don't ever want to deal with you people again in any capacity. I don't want to work for you. I don't want a car from you. I don't want to rent from you. I don't want nothing. So I don't care about them, to be honest. I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings, but I don't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. And someday that'll really sink in with you, and you'll realize that they're not good people. Since your grandpa died, your grandmother is like a monster.
She's not that bad.
Well, that's because you're her grandson. You don't have to deal with all that crap that real people, old people have to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, she treats your dad like crap, too, and takes advantage of the fact that he's cheap labor. That's why he's still around, because she can make him do whatever she wants.
Who, my dad?
Yeah. That's why I told him, I'm like, Rich, you have so many abilities and skills. You don't have to work for your family. They stress you out. That's why you go crazy. I'm like, you can do anything you want to do. You can, obviously, you can cook for these people that you were living with in a program. You can do garage doors. You can do house stuff. You can work for yourself. But
Yeah.
he won't. But he won't do that.
For real.
Your dad is a very talented man. And I don't think he knows his own worth. Hold on a second. God.
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Okay. This is Jen. She wants me to open the back gate for her. Shitballs. Watch out for fucking piles of dog dew. So anyway.
The first one to die loses.
So that's what's been going on. I don't know how to open this gate. Like, seriously.
Did you hear me? The first one to die that loses.
Oh my god. So, one of her friends fixed her gate,
Well,
put new stuff on it. Oh, it just like slides right open. It's a miracle.
Why'd you join my team?
Hmm?
I'm standing up in the air.
What?
My friend's retarded.
Oh. So I was trying to explain to John the other day, like, the term you use when somebody sucks at their game, and I couldn't remember the word you used. They're what?
Autism?
No. Kitty, no. Get inside.
Stop switching to my team.
Dude, I'm staying in the air.
So,
Stop switching to my team.
if I do this, and I'm leaning towards I want to really do this, it's going to happen very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Because the next session of stuff is going to start soon. Like, I'm talking like within the next, I could be in Texas next weekend. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, as soon as this shit came up yesterday,
stop.
I'm like, I gotta talk to Katie. You know what I mean? Are you listening to me? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. My friend's going all try hard when he's on controller.
Huh?
No, my friend's just garbage.
Oh. So, like,
Oh my gosh.
like I said, to be perfectly honest, I'm, like, totally on the yes side of this because I need to do this for myself. But I don't want you to hate me and I don't want you to not talk to me.
Yeah, I'll still talk to you a little bit. How I talk to you now.
Like, how often we talk now
Yeah.
when I call you. Because, yeah, I don't want you to hate me because this is something I need to do. And if somebody's going to do it, pay for it, hell yes.
Yeah.
You know? So, I think I've got to do it, you know what I mean? But I wanted to talk to you about it. And I'm glad we had this very long conversation. Because I want us to be totally honest with each other. Because it's a big deal. Because of all the nonsense we've been dealing with.
Yeah. So what if you If I were you, I would try to be as nice as you can to him until you get done with the thing, and then just be normal. And then if he doesn't like the way you are, then leave him.
Right. But I have to, yeah, I've got to make him do this and just do it. And if anything, you know, whatever, then I can always go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I figured you would, after I explained it to you and what was going on, I figured that's the way you would feel about it too, because you're like my little mini clone and you like think the same way I do.
Yeah.
Like get everything out of him that you can. Like, if it's not going to work out, at least you've got this.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you made me feel a lot better. Because
That's
you're
good.
honestly the only person that I give a crap about what they think. And I talked to my friend Jennifer is the first person I talked to about it, and she is like on our page.
Yeah.
So.
Are we on Pleasant?
But unfortunately, I can't stick you all in my pocket and take you with me.
Yeah.
She can't leave because of Vivi and her dad lives here. So, but I think that if she wasn't stuck here, I think I could convince her to go with me. She's like, "Yep, I'd go."
And she's probably never been to Texas before.
She's never been anywhere. Never. And I'm like, this, plus if I go to Texas, dude, you have a place to actually go visit and like get out of Illinois and see places. Yep. She's never been anywhere, and I feel bad about that. I'm like, how the hell have you never been anywhere? And you've been more places than she has. You've been to Hawaii, you've been to California, you've been to Vegas, you've been everywhere. Kaden. She's never been anywhere. And she's 42, and you're 14. And you've already been all these places. Yep, they never went anywhere. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad we had this talk. Do you have anything else you want to say to me before you go back to your game?
Not really.
Give me V-Bucks.
Alright, well, do you feel alright about this, to be honest? I want your honest opinion. You think you're okay with this then? If I do this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, because I can't pass up that kind of opportunity. Because this is the thing, man. This is the thing I've always wanted to do, so I gotta do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how awful he is. He's, you know, gonna do this, and I'm good. I don't care. You know?
Yeah.
Plus, he's still my husband, so he's, like, obligated financially in certain ways. You know, take advantage of that.
What?
Oh, he can.
Uh-huh.
I hate this game, dude.
And if he died while we were
I'm
still
getting on
married, I'd get
Minecraft.
Social Security. And
Bye.
whatever 401k he has through his job.
Can he like get a divorce or whatever it's called if you don't want it to
I'll be
happen?
back. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm on Minecraft though.
Oh.
Get a divorce whenever you want. I was actually thinking about that before he decided to be a normal human being and like help repair the damage he caused.
Mhm.
But then I also, your grandmother's the one that told me, you need to stay married to him for at least 10 years so that you can get his Social Security and his pension. I was like, Karen. Well, she's also the person that told me to take my car to the lot and have them take out the GPS.
So at least she was on your side, but now she's gonna 100% hate you.
Why does she 100% hate me? What?
Now she's gonna 100% hate you.
Oh, well, I'm not very fond of her, so I really don't care.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk to her. I don't care.
Yippers.
So, you're the only one I care about, you know what I mean? You are it, dude. You're my number one dude.
Yay.
You're the only dude.
Yeah.
And I guess Mike can be my number two if he wants to act decent and actually change his crazy ways. If he actually wants to be better.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure. I know he is. He really wants to, and he even, like, because like I said, he even, like, talked to therapist people about it, and that's crazy for him to do, so you know he's, like, realizing what he's done. So, it gives me a little bit of hope, but can't really go all the way with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm freaking out in my own head all about it, like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? And you know what's funny? Is that after me and Jen talked about it, and then I talked about how afraid I was about how we would feel about it, I drove, me and her were going to pick up Vivi from school, and I was driving her van, she was in the passenger seat,
Get on
and
Minecraft.
the person in front of us had a Texas license plate. And I'm like, how many freaking people are driving around in Sterling with a Texas plate besides me? And I'm like, is this a sign telling me that I need to do this? Because that's weird. Like, after all of this stuff came up, and there's a possibility for me to do this and go to Texas, there's a person in front of us with a Texas license plate. I'm like, how would you take that? I'm like, is this a sign, or is it just a crazy coincidence? Because, I mean, Sterling's a small town, and it's in Gross, Illinois, so I'm like, how many freaking people are driving around Sterling? It's like, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, I need God to come down personally and tell me what I'm supposed to do. Because I don't think I'm able to make this decision on my own. Somebody needs to tell me what to do.